Hey, so I wanted to go over the state of healthcare recruitment right now and what we're seeing, what's going on nationally with our clients from coast to coast, and then what are some action steps? What can you guys do if you're in healthcare recruitment? What are some things that you can easily apply right now given all the circumstances? So nationally, we're seeing a lot of groups on hiring freezes and even letting go providers. So we're seeing if it's not emergency type of medical stuff, we're seeing anesthesiologists being let go, CRNAs being furloughed, even primary care providers being furloughed. For non-elective surgery, those are down, so they're letting go some anesthesia providers. People aren't going in for regular routine primary care visits or routine specialty visits. So a lot of those providers are being let go or furloughed right now. Obviously, we're seeing a big demand for RNs in bigger cities, and obviously there's a lot of risk involved with that naturally to the providers, and then even to the medical centers themselves. So sometimes there's a misconception that there's a huge demand for medical providers right now, and while there are for travel nurses in big cities, the rest of the country is really being hit pretty hard, and there are layoffs, and there are medical providers being furloughed. We're also seeing telemedicine guidelines being widened and loosened. So where before they were really strict, and now they're being loosened up so that medical centers can easily implement telemedicine. And we've got some resources to help healthcare facilities implement telemedicine right away, and groups that can help them implement that if that's something they want to do right now. So really, that's kind of a synopsis of what's going on in healthcare recruitment right now. Some simple takeaways is, number one is there's a lot of A players on the market right now. We're able to talk to a lot of providers that are really skilled and have a lot of good qualifications that normally we wouldn't be able to talk to. And so that's a big win. If you're in healthcare recruitment, maybe you've had some positions that have sat open for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Now might be the chance where you can capitalize on those and fill those positions right now. Start to bring them through the interview process, through Zoom, through virtual interviews, and then maybe even do some virtual onboarding if you can get an acceptance, and then onboard after that. So those are some good options. If you can, it's a good time to stock up on A players, or at least build up your pipeline so that you can make hires come June or August once everything clears up, if you can't make a hire right now. The other big takeaway, it's going to be easier to retain people. So in declining economies, it's always easier to retain and hold people. In climbing economies, which we've seen for the past couple of years, it's a little harder to retain people. They're more marketable, they can jump and make more money easily. They've always got their eye open, seeing, hey, well, if I can get $10,000 more, maybe I'll go interview there. So that's been our reality over the past couple of years, is it's tougher to retain. And now with things happening, it's going to be a little bit easier to retain good people. People are a little bit going to be more skeptical to jump ship and go find something else. Even if we do head into a recession economy, that's also going to play out where it's going to be easier to retain them. So I hope everybody is staying healthy, and if we can help with finding you guys A players, let us know, whether it's doctors, nurses, CRNAs, NPs, PAs, RNs. Obviously, the last little point that I'll give you is the Midwest is probably is getting hit last, so we're seeing the most kind of normalized hiring process in the Midwest over the past couple weeks. Now that might change in the next couple weeks. But yeah, that kind of gives you a snapshot of where healthcare recruitment is at, the state of healthcare recruitment, and then the two things that you can focus on right now to help you, your security in your position, and then also help your organization right now. Thanks.